Loneliness is not just the absence of company. It can be the clearest reflection of your intelligence. The more you grow mentally, the more you realize how alone you are, even when surrounded. And the truth is that for those who think deeply, loneliness can be both a prison and a space for self-discovery. Have you ever felt surrounded by people and still felt an emptiness inside? It's not the lack of company. It's the loneliness of the mind. And often, this is the greatest truth that intelligent people begin to understand. When we explore human psychology, we realize that loneliness manifests in many ways. For most, it's seen as a lack of friends, lack of relationships, lack of connection. But for those with deeper, more reflective minds, loneliness is something necessary, though solitary. Loneliness is a reflection of those who live with denser thoughts. People with this mentality often find themselves disconnected, not because others reject them, but because their minds operate on a different level. It's not a disadvantage, but the price of personal growth. And while many may not understand, it becomes an inevitable trait for those who dedicate themselves to self-awareness. Those who commit to understanding themselves deeply inevitably begin to live in a more introspective way. As you start to explore your own fragilities, your limits, and your behaviors, you realize that no matter how much the world is around you, you feel distant. This isn't a mistake. It's a reflection of your growth. You begin to see the world in a unique way and often feel isolated. This isn't caused by others, but by the depth of your thoughts and understanding. It can be difficult, and it's a paradox that accompanies those who seek meaning in the little things of life. And this loneliness is not, as many think, sadness. For those who understand its value, loneliness is a space for self-awareness, for deep reflection. For intelligent people, it's like a laboratory where the best ideas are born. It's not about being alone, but using this space to explore and question. Loneliness becomes not a consequence, but a choice. A choice to distance yourself from distractions and dive into your own truths. And in practice, it makes you feel more whole than ever, even when the world around you doesn't fully grasp your journey. Often, the isolation felt by those with a more critical mind doesn't happen consciously, but is the result of an internal need for constant reflection. Silence becomes the place where these people feel most at ease. And while they may be surrounded by others, the sense of true connection is rare. This is the difference. It's not about wanting to be away from others, but needing to be with yourself. Isolation turns into something chosen, not imposed. Loneliness also teaches us to deal with discomfort. When you are alone, there's no escape from yourself. There are no distractions. What you encounter in the silence is the reflection of your greatest insecurities. But it's in that discomfort that you learn to strengthen yourself. Every moment of loneliness challenges you to understand yourself and realize that being with your own thoughts is not something to fear, but something necessary for emotional growth. In reality, this prepares you to handle life's adversities in a calmer, more introspective way without relying on external distractions to feel better. The more you understand loneliness, the more you realize how exclusive it is. Intelligent people, when they distance themselves from superficial interactions, begin to notice that their social needs are different. They don't just want company, but a genuine exchange, a deep connection. When that doesn't happen, isolation becomes a choice. It's no longer abandonment, but a privilege. They begin to understand that loneliness is a territory where few can enter. And when they understand this, they begin to feel stronger, more capable. Furthermore, loneliness teaches resilience. Learning to be with yourself, to face your inner demons, to question your own choices and thoughts is a transformative experience. And over time, this strengthens the individual. Intelligent people learn to handle suffering and life's challenges more calmly, more introspectively, with a strength that doesn't depend on an external presence. They know that loneliness has a purpose. It transforms weaknesses into strengths, one by one. Finally, Those who understand the value of loneliness also learn that the fear of being alone is, in fact, a prison for the mind. Society teaches us to fear this state as something to be avoided at all costs. But for those who know the depth of their own being, this fear is a cage. And by learning to face that fear, you gain freedom. Freedom to explore your own thoughts, needs, and desires. Loneliness stops being something to fear and becomes a space for freedom, where you can finally be who you truly are, without external expectations. Loneliness, then, is not a flaw. It is a deep human trait that reflects the need to connect with oneself. It's not about being physically alone, but about understanding and embracing this space as a means of becoming stronger. For intelligent people, loneliness is an ally, not an enemy. It is a fertile ground where ideas develop, where personal growth occurs, where true connection happens, not with others, but with yourself. In the end, loneliness is simply a reflection of your own being, a trait that, far from being negative, is essential for those who seek truth in every thought, in every reflection. Embrace loneliness not as an absence, but as an opportunity, because deep down, it's in it that you truly find yourself.